You clicked on this video today because you want to have a better life through tricking your brain into starting to do something that could be better for you or stopping doing something that you know is hurting you. I will tell you from personal experience, I research this topic all the time for my own personal use. I've had a lot of things that I've had to start and stop doing in order to build a business or become the person that I am today. I've had a lot of successes and failures in my life, and this is not the end all be all of this topic. I'm not an expert, but this is just something that's helped me over time, and hopefully you can get some value out of this video as well. If you've ever heard about the idea of Pavlov's dogs, it was an experiment where the scientist was trying to get dogs to salivate involuntarily. And the way that he did that was he tricked the dogs with a signal of a bell to believe that every time they heard a bell, they would receive food. So he would ring a bell and then give the dogs food, and ring a bell and give the dogs food, and ring a bell and give the dogs food. And then he realized one day he rang the bell and the dogs salivated, and then he didn't give them food, right? So their mouths were involuntarily getting ready for the food without actually having any real sign of the food coming other than this signal, this bell, okay? So what you need to do is you need to create either that bell, okay? Or what you need to do is you need to create a positive or a negative reinforcement to starting or stopping specific tasks. And if you've already got through this topic before and you think that I'm about to tell you everything that you've already heard, just stick with me because I'm going to give you a different perspective. I always think about the pain and the pleasure scale. And this is something I did touch on one of my other videos. This pain and pleasure scale is the idea of doing the action now versus doing the action later. Where is the pain and the pleasure going to sit? Okay, so you do the action now, you might have pain now, but you will have pleasure later. And the pain right now might be a lot less just to get it done now rather than have the pleasure later. And have the pleasure later rather than have the pleasure now and then have the pain later. And if you think about it, the more that you procrastinate on a specific task, the more it's going to hurt when you have to actually do it, when you procrastinated, when you could have just had the pain up front, a lesser pain up front, and then not have dealt with it down the road, right? I heard something in a song one time, and it just perfectly moves along with this topic. I think it was a Big Sean song or something like that. It was like a rap song. And he said, the older you get, the more expensive lessons will be. And that resonated with me so well because not even bringing age into this, but the more time that you let something pass, the more expensive, the more pain you will have to face when you inevitably have to do that task. Have you ever not done a task for so long, procrastinated for so long, that you just one day are so sick of it, so sick of hounding yourself to do it, you just get up and you just do it because you're just so sick of it. And it's painful and it's annoying, and you had these weeks of oh, I gotta do that. Oh my God, I forgot to do that. I gotta go do that because I should have done it 3 weeks ago. That's the idea of this pain and pleasure scale, is the pain versus the pleasure of either doing this task or not doing this task now. You seriously need to ask yourself this question, and you need to be legitimately honest with yourself. And this is something that I face where, I ask myself, is this going to be a positive thing for me to do now? Is this going to be a, painful thing for me to do now? Or is it going to be a pleasurable thing for me to not do? You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll be the pain will be the same now, then it will be later. But we never take into perspective that all those weeks that you're not doing it, you feel like crap because you're I didn't do it. I just didn't get down to it, and I just need to get to it. So keep in mind that the pain of doing it now is going to be a lot less than all the suffering of the months and the weeks and the years of not doing it. And then the extreme pain down the road where you have to pick the ball back up. The ball is 100 times heavier because it's covered in dirt. And now you have to try and shoot the basket. You know what I mean? It's way easier to just pick the ball up now while it's fresh and it has air in it and shoot the basket. okay? And I know I hopped into a analogy without really giving you any behind on it, but it's true. Doing it now is almost every single time going to be way less painful. Having hard conversations, doing things you don't want to do, completing hard tasks for any reason. Doing it now, or any example, doing it now is going to be way easier and way less painful and way less grueling than just doing it later. You know what I mean? Just do it now. And then, like I talked about with the positive and negative reinforcements, what you need to do is you need to trick your brain into enjoying doing tasks or hating certain tasks as well. So if you want to work out more, maybe every time you go to work out, you go and get yourself a smoothie afterwards. Or every time you go and work out, you, do something for yourself. Go for a nice walk in the park. Like, find a way to reward your brain for doing certain tasks. You know what I mean? Find a way to Pavlov dog yourself and trick your brain into doing tasks. Tell yourself, if I go and work out today, I'm going to get myself a smoothie after. If I go and work out today, I'm going to go and have a drink with my friends after. Like, the more that you can give your brain that positive reinforcement for doing something that you want to do, right? So positive. A positive task is something that you need to trick your brain into doing with positive reinforcement. So do something nice for yourself when you complete a positive task. On the flip side, say you were trying to quit smoking or quit drinking or quit, talking out of your ass. Say you're trying to quit doing anything. Those are my topics. But say you're trying to do those things, you need to give yourself negative reinforcement for doing that negative thing. So if every time you smoke or drink, keep in mind, do you feel like crap afterwards? Do you feel like crap the next morning? Do you feel like crap that your lungs hurt now that you smoked? Like, keep in mind those negative things, those negative reinforcements. Like, pinch yourself if you have to. You know what I mean? Give yourself the negative reinforcement that is going to trick your brain into not wanting to do these things. Okay? It's all about conditioning yourself to almost have like an involuntary reaction to a positive or negative task that you may or may not want to do to build yourself as a better person. I know that was a little bit of a runaround video, but this has 100% helped me. Just even in the past week, I've had a lot of things where I've been, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I stop doing this? Should I start doing that? I'm always going through things like this in my life, but using this idea of giving myself the positive reinforcement for completing the positive task, or giving myself the negative reinforcement for not doing, or for doing the task that I know I shouldn't be doing, has helped me greatly. And on top of that, at the same, like telling myself that I deserve a reward, or giving myself a cue to start doing something, like I'm a dog, it's important. You know what I mean? Maybe every time I get home, like, I know that I want to go and work out with my girlfriend. So, like, I'll get home and that's the first thing I'm thinking when I get out the door. Go and work out. Go and hit the gym. So, like, it helps me get to the gym, for, unfortunately, my second gym of the day. Fortunately, I love going to the gym. But, that in the pain and pleasure scale, and asking myself, is it more painful now, or is it going to be way more painful later? I may as well just do it now. And every single time, it's way easier to just get it done. You know what I mean? The procrastination is what really hurts. The idea of what the opportunity could have been is what really hurts. So hopefully you could get some value out of this video. If you did, leave a comment down below. If you like videos like this, I make new videos like this every single day. I'm getting better at these. I'm getting better at talking. I know I do these in one take and they can be a little choppy and a little crazy sometimes, but these truly come from my heart, and these are truly things that I use to help myself become a better person. So if you like content from a guy who's actively becoming a better person, who's trying to teach you the tips and tricks that he daily researches to become a better person and a better business person and a better entrepreneur and all that good stuff, then subscribe. I'll be here every single day making new videos like this. And leave a comment down below if this video helped you today. If this video might help somebody that you know, share it with them. And if you want to support me, leave a thumbs up down below. And until next time, thank you so much to all my people who are constantly in the comments. You are awesome. You are the reason why I continue on with this YouTube channel, because I know that we're helping people, and that's just the goal, is to just help more people, as many people as possible, become better people, become better entrepreneurs, become better business people. That's what it's all about. Sharing is caring, baby. So until next time, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.